Okay, cool. So, hey everyone, welcome back to my podcast. I hope everyone's well. Also, I just want to say the lighting in this room is like really good. Like, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I think my room in this house is chef's kiss with the lighting in the daytime. But today I basically wanted to talk about story time of how my ex-flatmates, like in my first year uni, hacked my Instagram account. And people are like, Maya, you should get over it, you know, stop being so petty. Bitch, I'm gonna be petty. My Instagram account, my old Instagram account especially, I'm still mourning her, honestly. And I'll get into it. And so people are like, oh, but technically also those like, do you know the story of my friends? Technically they do know the problem. No. I still blame her. Technically she was the reason how it all happened, so I still technically blame her. Anyway, also I'm aware that this mic doesn't work. I know why it doesn't work. I haven't bought the adapter that I need. I'm too lazy. I can't be bothered. So if anyone would send me an adapter, it costs £15 on Amazon, which isn't expensive. Like, you know, with £15, you can get like what, a dress from H&M or Zara. Like it's nothing, right? So if anyone could send me an adapter, like my birthday is on the 22nd of April, so I probably will get it by then. I'm just too lazy to go and do it. And I shouldn't even have any excuse because I have Amazon Prime, so... Anyway, this episode, as I just said, will be a story time about how my Instagram account got hacked. Because low-key, it's a wild one. And it's like, I want to just say this, and I want to start this off. My 2024 law was horrendous. Like, when I tell you... every season it was like law after law after law that happened. Okay, I literally went on holiday to try and escape law, but the actual holiday became a law in itself. So that's why I want to just start that. My law in 2024 is crazy, and this was like one of those things that like really like tipped it off, if you want to call it. Like, I have a big law in every single season, but then there's just like little side laws because my 2024 was putting me through it, the universe was wanting me to go through it, life was putting me through it. That's why I was just like, I need to start this podcast in 2025 with good energy and good vibration and just good positivity, because bloody hell, 2024 for me was not, that year was like my crash out year. Like, she was not cute. But anyway, this starts in, I want to say May or April. Oh, it could be April. Like start of April. Maybe May. I think April. I can't, honestly. A year ago to me feels like 10 years ago. And I honestly think it's like my brain that's kind of like blocked out like my trauma from last year. But anyway, I'm gonna go off on a tangent now about that. Like that's like a whole series in a podcast in itself. Like that one is wild. But anyway, so I set the scene for you. At my university there are like 2 colleges, and these colleges are like, you don't really want to be living in those colleges. Like, in terms of accommodation, like the actual room itself is fine. Like, you actually get a sink in your room, which I low-key loved, because it was like, you know, you can do your makeup, you can like brush your teeth, you can like do your skincare, and like you don't have to like share a bathroom. However, we had to share a toilet, like the toilets, and then we had to share also the showers. And it was like one corridor, and it was also catered, so you couldn't cook anything. Just as a summarize, these colleges, they want it. Like, if you live on these colleges and campus, people are like, oh, you live there, okay. Like, it really summed it up. And I just want to say the reason why I lived there was literally because of finances, and number 2, I did try to move, but again, that's a whole other podcast episode in itself, and got denied about that. However, I low-key want to hopefully pass this university with at least like a 2-1, if not luckily, pray to God, pray to the universe, a fast. So I will happily dump all the law about my university after I graduate. But I think Madeline Audrey, who also went to my uni, she did I don't know if she did a video. She did mention something of like the uni in like the colleges. So maybe she might have done that, I don't know. But anyway, so I was living there, and anyway, my flat, like, it was supposed to be 8 people. I can't even tell you if it's 8 people in that. Like, I saw about 4 or 5 on rotation. But like, again, I couldn't tell if they actually lived there or they were going out with their friends. So like, it was really, I really couldn't tell basically who lived there or not half the time. And anyway, they weren't the best of people, apart from one girl, and that's not the girl. Sorry, my hay fever was playing up today. And that's not the girl that this video is about, like, well, related to about, at least. It's, she's like lovely, so I have no thing against her. She's just, she was the only one I would say that was like my friend, but apart from that, all the rest of them low-key scared me. Anyway, so this girl, sat in the room next to me, and basically I was never really like the biggest fan of her, only because she wasn't very like, how do I say this? About, sorry, my nose is so itchy, I really apologise. She wasn't very like respectable, that's the word, in terms of like maybe sometimes, you know, bring a lot of friends around, very loud. Also, the rest of the flat, to be fair, actually no, I won't even blame her, to be fair. The rest of the flat, they were like, there was just loads of like parties, and I remember there were some times where like people did a lot of drugs on my corridor, a lot of drugs. So, you know, it just wasn't a very safe place to live, and well, I didn't feel safe at all. And so I was basically, by this point, had just finished my course, like my first year of the course, and so I was like, I went home because I basically, this is literally for another video, but got dumped. But then the whole thing with the dump thing is that I had like £200 worth of money. Basically, I spent over £200, and 90% of that money I couldn't get back. Depending on like what I bought, was a lot of it was like experience days, a lot of it was actual like proper gifts, but they were very expensive gifts where, you know, a refund isn't really the sort of thing you can get on these kind of gifts if you want to just say it like that. So I was like, cool, I have spent £200 I've been saving up for it not to happen, and I am broke. Like, when I tell you I was broke, because I put a lot of, you would think, oh, but like money that you would have spent on food, yeah, I put that in vouchers because I was gonna surprise that person that like it was already prepaid for. Blah, I'm getting too much into that, but anyway, basically I lost £200, and I was like, shit, fuck, I was just like basically at a very low point in my life. Also, simultaneously at that, the reason why I was much more lower than maybe one would think is that my twin brother, who like has special needs but was very like, he was literally he could have gone any day in that kind of span between that time and in July, which he did pass away in. And so I was basically also had to go back home to care for him. So it was literally, my life was like falling apart at the seams, and I was like, cool. And then there was like maybe 1 or 2 weeks during that time where I was able to come back to uni. So this starts maybe, yeah, so I get back to uni and I spent a lovely time with my friends, you know, like one group of my friends, they did a whole picnic for me. It was really sweet because my birthday, it was just after my birthday. So that was really lovely. And I went out with some other groups of friends and I was really nice. And then I got a DM from my flatmates, and this was like late at night, and I had just got home back to London, because I was kind of going very on and off. I was like gonna be back home in London for 2 weeks, come back for a few days, go back again for another week, 2 week, you know. I was working as well, pretty much like 2 jobs at the same time, so I was very unpredictable when I was going to be back at my uni or back at home. And so I was just coming back from a really lovely weekend with my friends in like my uni that I'd just seen. I was like, cool. About 2 weeks passed from that, I get like a DM from my flatmate, and I'm like, okay, like I don't know the girl very well. Like I don't know anything about her. Like I don't even know what she studied. I still don't know what she studies. I don't even remember her name, to be quite clearly honest with you. But anyway, I was like, cool, UK, whatever. And basically it was like, oh, I'm locked out of my room or something like that. And I was like, I'm not in the uni right now. Yeah, I'm not in the uni. And then it's like, you can do like a campus security link, and it was like, basically if you are in danger but you cannot call someone on the phone, it's like a link thing. So I just did that, and I was like, cool, why not? Anyway, I put in my details and stuff, because I was like, it seemed super legit, like super legit. But I tell you, it looks so legit. Like I was so, I don't even want to say I was fooled by it, because it was just like so believable. And so anyway, I did it, and then I was actually trying to go back to Canterbury that week. Yeah, I think it was. To be fair, I could be like confusing my dates up with this as well, because this was such a long time ago. But anyway, yeah, and then I went back a couple of days later, because again, I'm just very erratic with when I was going back, when I was not coming back. And then the next morning from that, I was like, why can I not get to my Instagram account? Why am I locked out? I was pissed. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Then I see that, lo and behold, if I have like a burner, like everyone's got a burner account, okay, on Instagram. I was looking on my burner account, I was like, shit, this has got hacked. How's this got hacked? I have no clue. Plus, I was a dumb donut, and I did not put in 2-step verification. Sorry, I cannot speak today. My brain is all over the place. 2-step verification, I think it's called. Yeah. So I didn't have that, because I just generally don't think I need that. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I was like, shit. Basically, crying to my parents, because this is like what, a day before. Just the date of that I was supposed to go back to Canterbury. I was like crying to my parents. I was like, my Instagram got hacked. My Instagram account got hacked. What the hell? Like, people, please. And so I was like, girl, in my head with like my ex-flatmate, I was like, girl, you are so low for this. Like, I don't even know you, and you're trying to hack into my Instagram account. Like, please, like, let's. Like, what the actual hell? Like, it was a joke, literally a joke. And then basically what happened is that, if I'm not wrong, I went back to Canterbury because I couldn't get it fixed, and then I basically confronted her about it. I was like, girl, like, what is this? And then she was like, hey, I'm really, really sorry, but that wasn't actually me. And then that was, like, they hacked my account. And then that account is gone for her. So who I was actually talking to was the hackers instead. And that's when I got pissed, because it was like, well, I was really pissed at her just because I thought it was her at the start. But now I was pissed at the hackers, is more importantly, because I'm like, what the hell do they want from my account? Like, they literally can't get nothing. because there was literally nothing on my account. Like, my Instagram account for me, like, my main one is literally just a collection. Like, it's a self-love page of myself, because I can take as many photos as I want of myself and I can post them, and that's totally fine. But it was also, I feel like from the time I had Instagram was like, I had every single concert that I had been to was on my highlights. And I really was like, I really aspire, like, when I'm like 80 and I have like so many highlights of so many concerts, and I can just look at it and be like, I was at like Justin Timberlake concert in 2023, like I was there, and or like, I don't know, like something like that, and that was gone. And what even more upset me was the fact that I had just put up all the Ray stuff on there, like the concert that I'd just been to with like a good friend of mine. Like, I just really annoying me. And so I was like, she like, oh, she's really weird. She's like, yeah, nothing I can do. I'm not gonna try and help you, kind of vibe, if you want to call it. And I was like, that is really great of you. Thank you. And I was just really pissed. I was like, if your Instagram was Instagram account was hacked, and you like why would you not say to anyone? Like, I don't know, like, at least, like, put on your main story, or, like, I don't know, just send to all and be like, hey, my Instagram account is hacked. Please unfollow me. Not just ignore it. Please unfollow me, because why would you still follow an hacked account? Like, it's literally just asking for your account to be hacked. Like, literally just unfollow. Anyway, she was not help. And so, basically, from that, I proceeded to have massive meltdowns. And when I mean massive meltdowns, because, like, low-key, like, I had some very, like, you know, when you, like, go around traveling, or, like, you just meet really cool people, and you're like, I would love to reach out to you, like, you know, in the future and stuff about, like, my stuff with my podcast and things, like, with my work and what I want to do in my career. I don't have that anymore. And you know, it's annoying with, like, Instagram. It's, like, sometimes, you know, people don't put their names, so they go under, like, a private username, or it's different, like, a different name they go by on their Instagram. That could be, like, their birth name, or it could be, like, their kind of their religious name, or, like, their name in their, like, language or culture. And it's, like, so frustrating when you don't know how to even spell that out, let alone try and find that person. Which is really annoying, and I kind of feel really bad, because they probably be like, what the hell, like, anyway, it is what it is. And so, I like to also think that it kind of came at, like, it's like a weird thing of, like, a blessing in disguise, because I obviously was just like, maybe just under a month. Yeah, I think it was just under a month that I just been dumped, maybe over a month. I think over a month, actually, to be fair, that I just got dumped. And I was like, kind of at this point in my life where I was like, thought I'd be with that person for a lot longer than I thought it was. That in a nutshell. But then just with my whole brother thing going on, everything was just too much for me. Like, my life was falling apart, and I kind of like to see it as a blessing in disguise, because it made me obviously, like, make a brand new Instagram account. But, like, at this point I was actually, like, thinking in my head, who do I actually want to follow on this account? Because realistically, like, I don't really want to, like, my secondary, like, I have very some toxic people that I went to secondary school with, or I just have met in my life where, like, we're not friends, but we still follow each other. Like, it's very messy, and I kind of still have that now, but very less to a degree. And so I was like, cool, I'm following this person. I don't even like that person. I'm following this person. I don't even know that person. I'm following this person, and they're not even following me back. Like, girl, like, there's no balance. There's no synchronicity. There's no fluidity and duality to it. And I was just like, kind of a wake up call. And I was like, what? You've entering a new stage in your life, and, well, technically your life is falling apart, to be fair. But entering a brand new stage in your life, and you're, you know, just kind of, let's start fresh, let's start brand new, you know, like a new me, whatever. So redid my Instagram, and what's so interesting is that because obviously you make a brand new account, like none of like my ex situationships, none of my like ex or like exes, or like none of like ex friendships, or just any ops like can technically know like I've technically made a new account. So I was like, oh, like I kind of like the new account feeling, but at the same time I do really miss it, because I'm like, I had literally so many like lovely memories with just like old friends, ex-friends, new friends like on there that are lost. And you'll think, oh, maybe try and find on your burner account to get the account back. No, because I don't even know how, but this man figured out that was my burner account, okay? And then blocked my account so that I couldn't see it from any of my, like anything from my burner account. So I don't even know, not even my podcast account, because I made my podcast account, but I never had, maybe I had 1-2 things posted in there. I think I deleted it though, it wasn't very good. But yeah, and I was like, my Instagram highlights, my concerts. It had like literally not my first concert. My first concert was a Justin Timberlake concert when I was 9, which my mum was very, very progressive to take me that, to be honest, because the whole words of future sex, love sounds on the screen was like, I literally remember asking my mum, what does like sex mean in like future love sex sounds like mean? And my mum was like, you don't need to know that, girlie. Like taking a 9-year-old to a Justin Timberlake concert was pretty wild, but I low-key admit that it's such a slay of my mum to do that. Like I was at a Justin Timberlake when I was 9 years old. Also Justin Timberlake when he was in his prime. Not saying he's fallen off, but I think everyone could agree. And yeah, so that was kind of like the story time. And also, fun fact, I've never seen my flatmates again from that. You know, like I've never seen my flatmates again from that. Like honestly, like I really wasn't a fan of that girl, but now I just don't like her because I'm just like, please, you're the reason why my Instagram account got hacked. And people are like, Maya, technically it's not her fault. Okay. But I'm still pissy about it, so she was the reason how it happened, so I said what I needed to be said, basically. And yeah, that was like, when I made my new one, I think, to be fair, I think I took a break from the Instagram account. No, not Instagram account. I took a break from Instagram because, again, breakup was just too much. My brother, my personal life, too much. Work was driving me actually insane. I will do work diaries, honestly, because my work diaries when I worked at my last job was something else. But yeah, and have I been able to get my account back to this date? Nope. Like, they kept my username for a tad bit, and then they changed it to like .mymystery85. Don't really know where they got the 85 from, because 2 is my number. Like 2 is my lucky number, but like 22 is really lucky because, weirdly enough, I'm born on the 22nd. My house number is the 22nd. My parents got married, I think, on the 22nd, like the exact same day as my birthday, if not engaged, something like that. 22nd, like I've always been second. Like I just, number 2 is my lucky number. Also, I'm a twin, so there you go, number 2, like for that as well. But yeah, 2 is not my lucky number. And so I never got that back, my Instagram account. I'm still upset about it. I was really happy with my 300 followers. And to be fair, I'm pretty much close to that. I don't even know how many. What's my phone? Oh, I couldn't bother to even check now. But I have like I think I have like just over 250 followers. I really could care less, to be fair. Like, followers are not followers, but you know when you're just really satisfied with how your Instagram account at the time, and you're like, when it gets ruined and it's not by your choosing, and when you cannot do anything in or have any control in getting them back, that is really shitty. Also, I want to have a big fat rant about how the fact Instagram and Facebook literally will not help you at all, okay? They have a help service. Where's the help service? It's fuck all. It's jack shit. Because why do I go there and be like, hey, my Instagram account's got hacked. Oh, we're sorry, but we can't do anything to help you get that back. And they take no full, like, credit or responsibility for anything. And I just sat there like an absolute buffoon because I'm like, babe, this is my life. Like, this is my details. Like, you seriously cannot do nothing. They could not do nothing. And literally, there's not even a helpline. There's no one you can call. It is literally you and this stupid little page with frequently asked questions where you just get that. Nothing else. Like, just so annoying. And, like, in terms of, like, everything that's going on in my life, that was really just, like, the tip of my iceberg. Because I was like, I'm working double time. I'm working 2 jobs, technically. I'm dealing with processing, like, breakup emotions. Processing my brother going, like, passing away, if you want to call it. Sort of, like, well, he hadn't passed away by that point, but the breakdown of, like, just his health and the deterioration of it at the time. You think that I am needing of my Instagram to be hacked? No. That was uncalled and justified for. To the point where people were like, girl, I think your Instagram account got hacked. And, like, not even people that I talked to. People that I hadn't talked to in a year or 2 years or even, like, forever were texting me being like, hey, are you okay? I think your Instagram account got hacked. No, I'm not okay, because why would I be okay if anyone's Instagram got hacked, number one. Number two, hello, thank you for Loki helping me, some of them though, because, like, they take computing, so, like, they know. But, like, the rest of them that was, like, no help, it's just like, hey girl, your Instagram got hacked, bye. Where's the hello, how are you? Where is that gone? Like, people, let's get it together. Like, manners in 2025, please. Because that really bugged me. But yeah, that's kind of like this week's episode. A bit more shorter, but that's because I also have a very busy life. Like, my week this week has been very busy. I say busy. It's been, like, just assignment. Well, I've just, like, done my assignments and I got my feedback. I did very well, actually. Because I'm a girl boss. I slayed them. So I've just been pretty busy. I also run a sign language society at my uni. So I teach... Actually, I don't think I've taught this. Oh my god, I haven't told this on this podcast yet. But I teach sign language at my uni. And so, like, I'm fluent. I have my courses and everything, qualifications in it. And yeah, so I teach sign language. I teach that once a week. And then I do private lessons with people who sometimes with, like, dissertation and stuff, people, like, learn a language for that. So I do that for them. And I also do it for people who kind of wanting to learn a bit more than, like, the usual class, because my usual class is just a beginner one. Sorry, I'm literally just, like, setting myself at this point, but anyway. Just a beginner one. But then if anyone kind of wants to kind of get a bit more ahead, then I do, like, private classes, and I do it all for free. I low-key kind of want to do it one day for money, but I don't have it in my heart right now to do that. So, you know, it's okay. Maybe one day I'll do it for money. If I ever get a job and they're like, you need an interpreter, and I'll be like, I will happily do it for money. But yeah, so that's my week. And then next week is, like, pretty much low-key stressy, but, like, no, low-key stressy. I have a lot of meetings. The meetings with professors scare me. They just do. Sorry, I'm literally ranting on now. Like, I've literally just spoken my story. about how my Instagram account got hacked. But yeah, I just have a really stressy week next week as well. But I'm trying to convince my flatmates that we could do a roast, which probably won't take a lot of convincing, but I'm gonna do a roast on Sunday, and I wanna do a whole full shebang. I wanna do like chicken and gravy and vegetables, and I wanna have, what's it called, Yorkshire puddings, and like low-key mac and cheese, because one of my housemates, she makes a really, really good mac and cheese. Like, I don't know, it wasn't mac and cheese, sorry, cauliflower, or like a broccoli and cheese, but either way, it was so good. And low-key maybe a soaky toffee pudding. That sounds like a great plan. But yeah, and so that's kind of it. I hope everyone enjoys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, a quick thing as well, my Spotify will be coming up soon. That is just taking its time getting on the platform, the kind of starting of the episode, so that will come very shortly. But yeah, I hope everyone has an amazing week, and I'll see you next week for the next one. Love you, bye.